I had worked with an organization in St. Louis called Center for Women in Transition for women coming out of prison. And I did that for 10 years and then retired. And when I moved to Kansas City, naturally started looking around to see what was going on and realized that there was no program that was accepting anybody. They had very tight criteria of who they would accept. And we believe in the dignity of everybody, and everybody deserves a chance. So there were three of us that had extensive experience in the area of reentry that decided to found Journey to New Life, and have gotten wonderful support for it.
I think this is really unique work in the space. Not a lot of people, honestly, I feel like support this population. I think the more people learn about, the more that they do. I think the more we educate people, the more they feel tied to the mission. But I think these are people that are often forgotten people that people almost feel like they can throw away in our society. So I think it's inspiring to see the wholeness and the beauty in the people that we serve, and to see that there is so much worth fighting for. Because you shouldn't be defined by like one mistake or a series of mistakes, right? A lot of the women in particular that we serve, I feel like we're given a bunch of bad options. And so they chose what is a bad option, perhaps that's what landed them in prison, but what were the other options that they had? Probably not the best. We are a reentry program. So we're working with people in their first 3 years after release from incarceration. And we provide, full wraparound services for the people that we serve. So we have 2 residences for women that have 18 beds apiece. And so when women first get out, they're greeted by someone at the bus station and taken back to the house, where we provide kind of like the full gamut of services that they might need, which is anything from clothing. People need clothing right away. IDs, connection to healthcare, all of those pieces happen in those first few critical weeks. And then we dive in deeper with them. So they have a peer support specialist who's their advocate, who kind of guides them through their journey and helps them stay on track with recovery. They have a case manager who helps connect them to resources. And they have a career coach who helps them find employment and things like that.
I think one of the beauties of having the 2 residences for women, because they've usually been the primary caregiver of their children before they go in. So that's a concern when they come out, but they need to address themselves first.
Absolutely.
4 of us sisters lived in Journey House at one point. And I can remember coming in one evening and there was a woman sitting outside on the porch. And I said, "You look sad." And she said, "Well, I just found out I lost custody of my kids." So I sat down and had a conversation with her. And it's just throughout the organization, they are now providing that kind of support in multiple ways, so that they don't feel beaten, they don't feel hopeless, that there's help to get them through it.
People are getting out, and they really want a different life. They really want a new opportunity for themselves. And I think what's hard to watch is how many obstacles get put in their way. And it's hard when you see people feel defeated, because they really, really want that new opportunity, and hard things keep happening one after another. And so I love that we get to be their support team and their cheerleaders through that. And I do imagine, what would it be like if you didn't have the support system? How hard would that be to be out there in the world and experience that without people around you supporting you through it? So I think it's really special that we get to do that for them. I feel like if we gave more people a second chance, our entire society could change, right? There's a lot of people get out of prison every day. 97% of people who are incarcerated re-enter your community, right? Most people don't stay locked up for life. And so if they're getting out and they have no tools to succeed, no love and support around them, I feel like you're not giving them any opportunity but to fall back into something that creates more crime and more instability in our culture, right? So I feel like if every city had a journey to new life, if every place that you lived had that, people would be re-entering a community full of like love and support, where people affirm you and see goodness in you, even if you've done something that isn't good. I think that everybody deserves a second chance like that.